Trevi Fountain, thrown in 2 coins already. They say that's for love.
1 is that you'll be back again, 2 is for love, and 3 is to have a wife. This is the pillars just entering the Vatican.
Just made it to the Vatican. This place is absolutely insane. It's enormous, as you can tell. Look at all that. St. Peter's Basilica, right there. Here with my cousin Eric.
Yo.
Tell him how insane this place is.
It's just the most, my heart is pounding. Mesmerized.
For real. This is something you've never seen before. Only witness here. Entrance to the Vatican. Look at all those statues and pillars, which were not built in pieces. Just one huge piece of stone. I have no idea how they erected. Not yet, anyways.
They used animals.
And that line you see beyond the next gate is the line to get in the Vatican. That's super cool fountain. And as you can see, the line just keeps going and going and going. And yeah, good luck on that. Get to skip the line fast.
This monument is called the Altar of the Fatherland. It's in the city center of Rome. It's enormous. Walking up to the Colosseum is something you'll never forget. There's nowhere else like this. And it's just amazing to think of what it was like in its heyday. They had 3 shows a day. One in the morning where an animal would fight a human. At 2, the second show would be public executions. And the third would be the gladiator fight. It's pretty amazing. Great shot from outside. This is the area they had to rebuild because half of it was built on sand. This is part of the tour that you get with the Colosseum. It's nearby ancient Rome, so it shows where everything all went down. Some steps that were just crazy. Beautiful spaghetti carbonara of Rome in the Trastevere region. This espresso was there as well. Delicious. This was a church or fountain I stumbled upon. Thought it was pretty amazing. Great view of Rome by the river. This is pretty typical. If you go to a bar, you'll find they have a buffet set up. If you order a drink, all free. This is a Wednesday at the Vatican. If you ever get the chance to see the Pope speak, I would definitely encourage it. It's a crazy experience. It's the entrance to the Vatican Museum. A bathtub for a king. I'd love to get that thing. Thought this was interesting. The man is kind of holding the woman by the cheek and she's struggling. The floors in the Vatican are unlike anything I've ever seen. I can't imagine how long it took to put them together. Of course, the ceilings are something I've never seen before either. Something you don't find often in the West. This floor was just absolutely amazing. I can't imagine how much this floor is worth. And it's protected. You're not allowed to walk on it. This was one of the domes at the Vatican. A massive goblet you could bathe in. Another protected floor, 2 marble sarcophaguses. The marble floor here, you can see they used a bunch of different types. It's just luxury. This is the Hall of the Maps at the Vatican. They have maps from around the world at that time on the sidewalls, and then the ceiling is insane. You could spend a lifetime looking at it. Something scary. Everything in the Vatican has so much detail. This was just a small painting on this box to hold books you can see in the center there. And it's just amazing. This is the case it was in. Even the woodwork you can see, just very professional, very clean. Everything in there is a treasure. This was painted on the wall. It's tough to tell exactly how some of this stuff is done, but up close you can see it was painted just perfectly. Another floor done by hand. It's incredible. Vatican is definitely something I could go to and spend a lot of time in because there's so much. That's Michelangelo there in the purple. This is the emergency line for the Pope. Just kidding, I thought it was interesting. When I say every square inch is a treasure, that includes the ceilings. This is Henry Matisse they have. They have a few of his pieces of art at the Vatican. This is a picture I snuck in at the Sistine Chapel. Don't tell anybody. One of the most beautiful stone tables I've ever seen. Probably that exist. Staircase in the Vatican. It's got jade limestone around the walls there. This is a bresaola I got at a restaurant. Cousin Eric ordered the capricciosa pizza. That's what that looks like. I decided to make some pasta at home from the market. Turned out delicious. Some broccoli, chicken cutlet, fresh pasta. Fresh pasta is only like $3 at the store, $2.50. This is a fountain outside the Spanish Steps that's actually sinking. Some chestnuts roasting on an open fire. One of my favorite parts of Rome was the Trevi Fountain. Just never seen something in a city center as beautiful as that. Don't forget to throw your coin in. Again, 1 is so that you'll be back, 2 is for love, 3 is for a wife. Any more than that, you're on your own. The Emperor of Rome made sure to put a lot of the money he made back into the city for fresh water, for instance. There's drinkable water flowing from all over the city. Probably drink that if the coins weren't in it. This is some ancient ruins. There were a lot of different kings and emperors that built, destroyed stuff, built. So here's an example of one of the fountains. This was a church in Rome, probably the biggest, best church I've ever seen. That's a picture of Jesus in brown there. Of course, the Pantheon. Don't miss that.
One word that explains the Pantheon.
I can't find one.
What is it?
Unreinforced concrete.
What's up? Just chilling at the Pantheon here in Rome. It's incredibly huge. And unreinforced concrete, still holding up, hasn't even really been restored. This is my own personal concoction. Blackberry gelato with chocolate on top. Freaking incredible. Over here, outside the Pantheon. See? I'm gonna try this real quick, see if I can do this without getting gelato all over my camera. See that? Oh, so good. Can't even tell you. It's a wide angle from the Pantheon. Those pillars were shipped from Egypt, put up by slaves. This is a very important, priceless painting, I was told, in the church from earlier that I said was the best church I'd ever seen. It's another great fountain. This is part of what the emperor put his money into. Sometimes you gotta park a little different in Italy. They get creative. Great shot of the bridge and the Castle de Bastille. Underground tunnel on the way to our Airbnb. Just at the local market here. Meat and cheese selection's insane. Ferrero Rocher, for some reason they get 4 here in Italy and we only get 3 at home. We got eel, salmon, tuna, octopus, prawns, skate, shrimp, all kinds of little fishies, more octopus, squids, calamari, and that's it.